Coming up next on the Emerson channel, we've got a brand new episode of Common Agenda coming your way.
Featuring a guest appearance by Liam Neeson.
Or not. What's good, America? I'm your host, Chantelle Bacigalupo, and this is Common Agenda, the show that brings you Emerson-related news, upcoming events, and more. Now, for those of you who just can't keep your eyes off the Emerson channel, you may notice that this is our second day in a row with an episode. It's nothing to be alarmed about, just try and relax and listen to the soothing sounds of my voice. I'm here for you. All right, let's do the news. Last week, Boston journalists Farrah Stockman and Philip Martin hosted a panel where they discussed the rights of prisoners and immigrants as issues in the news media. The panel was very successful and helped raise awareness about civil rights issues still going on today, especially regarding LGBTQ rights in the media. The panel was a part of Emersonians' recognition of the 60 years of civil rights progress. If you missed this panel and are thinking, man, I missed a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, I should have parted with Netflix for 90 minutes. You don't need to be that hard on yourself because portions of the panel are on YouTube. Just visit the Emerson College website to access the link. Exciting news for the Emerson Associate Professor Tulasi Srinivas. She was named the keynote speaker at the Our City Thoughts Conference in Miami on February 27th. Our City Thoughts is a nonprofit organization that seeks to give a voice to highlight Miami's emerging community of startups, entrepreneurs, creators, and thought leaders. Srinivas is currently an associate professor here at Emerson, teaching globalization and anthropology in the Department of Communications. Congrats, Professor. We know you'll make Emerson proud. Now, who says Emersonians don't care about sports? Emerson student David Weinstein wrote a compelling essay for Slate.com about football players Michael Sam's public announcement that he's gay. Sam is an expected 3rd to 5th round draft pick for the NFL and would be the first openly gay player in the NFL. Weinstein's essay, titled "Now That Sports is Starting to Accept Gays, Gays Need to Stop Belittling Sports," explores the idea of fans and fellow players accepting gay players. Congrats on your work, David. Keeping with the trend of talented Emerson students, M Magazine was recently profiled on the Society of the Publication Designers website. The series is focused on outstanding college magazines. M Magazine is a student-run magazine based at Emerson and exclusively showcases Emerson students' work and talent. The issue that was featured focuses on exceptional artists in the Emerson community. Now it's time for me to submit a comic strip called The Common Agenda Host, Save the World from, well, it's still a working title. Now let's look to our new campus, Emerson LA, for the last news story. Recently, Emerson LA part-time professor Marie Colabelli talked to students about the Hollywood industry. She discussed the idea that her class is structured to showcase the challenges and realities of everyday production that is sometimes missed in the classroom. Her background consists of working in production for HBO, Showtime, Fox, FX, Discovery Channel, and PBS. Oh, and did we mention she also works as a producer at Walt Disney Imagineering? I don't know about you, but all I'm thinking about is if she could send me a pair of those amazing Mickey ears. Anyway, the entire interview can be found on the Emerson homepage. And Professor Colabelli, you can send me those Mickey ears straight to the Common Agenda studio. Thanks. Now, let's see what local hero and worldwide disaster Hunter Reis has got for us today.
Hey guys, today I'm spending some quality time in studio with Haley Rosenthal, who's the treasurer of Wax on Felt. Good to have you here today, Haley.
Thanks for letting me be here.
So tell us a little about Wax on Felt.
So Wax on Felt is Emerson's student-run record label, and this semester we're sponsoring 4 bands. Some of them are from the Boston area, some of them are Emerson bands, and we do everything for them. We do their marketing, their social media, we help them record an EP in Anson, and album artwork. So literally anything a part of the recording process we do.
So do you guys meet weekly or anything?
Yeah, we meet every Tuesday at 7 p.m. And if anyone's interested in joining, they could just shoot an email to waxonfelt@gmail.com and just show up to a meeting.
Cool. What do you guys do at these weekly meetings?
So basically at our meetings we go over the progress that we're making with our bands. Sometimes we talk about planning for music videos. We're actually making 4 music videos this semester. We talk about our album artwork that we're producing for our band's EPs. We go over live shows that we're putting on. So basically just keep each other up to date on all the things that we're doing for our bands.
Okay, so Haley, I'm an up-and-coming rock star, and you work for a record label. How do I get recognized by you?
Literally, all you have to do is send an email to waxonfelt@gmail.com and with a couple of tracks that you've recorded, and we can listen to them, and then from there, eBoard will meet and decide whether we think that you guys are right for Wax, and if you are, then we can take it from there.
Cool, so I'll be sending you some of my singles.
Sounds awesome.
So, do you guys have anything big coming up this semester?
Well, besides putting out our 4 music videos, we're going to have definitely some live shows, but usually since we're all musicians and kind of last-minute people, you don't find out about those until a week or two before.
All right, secretive, I like it. So, want to know what happens to students after Emerson? Well, Ian Sutherland has got the scoop for us in our segment, After Emerson. Who wrote this?
I'm Ian Sutherland, reporting with After Emerson for Common Agenda. Today, we were lucky enough to speak to a 2011 Emerson alumni, Sonia Bian, who currently works at an advertising agency in the south end of Boston. This agency is called Toth & Co., and we're here to ask her a couple questions. Let's check it out. How long have you been working at Toth & Co., and what is your job title here?
I have been at Toth for 2 years and a half, and I started as a social media coordinator, but now I'm an assistant digital strategist.
So as an assistant digital strategist, what does a day in the life of the work you do look like?
So one of my daily job is to manage social media channels of Toth, so we can continue grow our agency presence in the digital space. And another thing, so I'm a part of brand strategy team, so I do a lot of research on consumer behaviors, advertising trends, fashion trends, so anything that's related to our, that's gonna benefit our clients, I do a lot of research for them. I want to talk about this project that I worked on for Kes. It's a microsite called bravehers.com. It's a content destination that we created for Kes, our client who was targeting girls aged from 14 to 20. So I was highly involved with consumer research side, which was very interesting. So I was involved with focus group, and I was also on the street interviewing girls, asked them what they wear, where do they go shop, and all these questions. And it was very interesting, and actually it was also very I felt very accomplished after the site was launched based on the insights and all these research that I have done for the client.
Do you have any advice for Emersonians who are looking to go into the marketing industry?
So one thing that I wish I had done is to keep an eye on the industry news. I highly recommend marketing majors to constantly read all these industry magazines, news, that's like adage.com, Mashable, Adweek, just to keep an eye on what is going on. I think as an advertising person, it is really important to understand consumer mindset, and it is constantly changing because of all these evolving trends and technology, culture, and everything. So I really want to give that advice.
Okay, thank you, Sonia, for talking with us today, and thank you for your advice to our fellow Emersonians. Once again, I'm Ian Sutherland, reporting with After Emerson for Common Agenda. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm your correspondent, Claire Kerr, and I'm here to tell you about all the radical upcoming events in your area. This Sunday and Monday, head down to our friendly neighborhood cabaret for Musical Theater Society's production of Well, Cabaret. For 3 performances only, the cab will be transformed into the 1930s Kit Kat Club, which means all those attending the show must adhere to the dress code. That means suit and tie, gentlemen, and no jeans, ladies. The show revolves around Sally Bowles, a 19-year-old English performer at the Kit Kat Club, and her relationship with Cliff Bradshaw, a young American writer. Tickets are only $5, which includes a complimentary beverage. And if that's not enough to get you to go, I don't know what will. If you're looking for something to do tomorrow night, look no further than the Bright Family Screening Room at 6 p.m. The Boston Health Public Club Commission, Emerson's ELEEP program, and Beyond Measure Productions presents to you The Halls. This story follows 3 young men in Boston as they struggle with their own identities. The film also deals with relationships, trauma, masculinity, and challenges the viewers to consider the messages constantly being taught to boys and girls and to think about positive alternatives. After the screening, Stick around for the panel with directors, actors, and program staff. Oh my. Here at Emerson, we're very committed to sports. In fact, our football team is undefeated since 1880. We also witnessed our city's home team win the World Series earlier this year right over in Fenway Park. If you're thrilled by baseball, then this event is for you. Tonight at 7 o'clock in the Beard Room, the Major League Baseball Network will be seeking out potential broadcast associates from the production department. Tonight will consist of a presentation from Emerson Journalism and a reception with free pizza and snacks. Tomorrow, those interested will have the opportunity to interview for the positions. Sign up on the 6th floor of Walker and be sure to bring a copy of your resume. Emerson Sports. Calling all actors, directors, writers, designers, stage managers, and basically anyone who has any interest in any aspect of theater. The Mercutio Troupe is looking for new members. Mercutio Troupe is the premier repertory-style student theater group here at Emerson. They usually perform new works, adaptation, or reimaginings of traditional pieces. The auditions and interviews will be held this Friday and Saturday. Sign-up sheets are posted on the 5th floor of Tufte. Be sure to bring a resume, writing sample, portfolio, or something to reflect your work, and dress comfortably. I wonder if they have any teleprompter reading positions available because I'm particularly good at that. Good. That's a good. If you've got no place to go this weekend, then why not go to No Place to Go? This Arts Emerson musical will be opening tonight in the Jackie Liberet Black Box Theater, written by Ethan Lipton. This show serves as a mishmash of purposes in his life. A love letter to his co-workers, a query to the universe, and a protest to his company. And did I mention it takes place in space? Well, not exactly, but his company is moving to a new planet and Lipton doesn't want to go. Maybe it's just because I'm currently unemployed, but I think that working on another planet seems pretty sweet. I mean, the view from your office would be of Earth. That's awesome. And so is this show, so check it out. Want your time on center stage? Let's check in with Mariah Terry for this week's edition of Stage Spotlight.
Ever wonder where those hilariously funny people from class go after school? Well, I think I found them. Today I'm interviewing Stroopwafel, one of Emerson's own improv comedy troupes. So let's get started.
I'm here to invite you to hodge on down to your new mecca of improvised entertainment, Stroopwafel.
Hello, I'm Zach Ehrlich.
I'm Rachel Crow.
I'm Kelsey Buckley.
And I'm Krista McLaughlin.
And together we are Stroopwafel, Emerson's exclusively short-form improvisational comedy troupe.
So, there are multiple comedy troupes here on campus. What makes you guys different from other troupes and other improv troupes?
Well, we're exclusively short form, as we said. So that's usually like games or like a series of scenes based off the inspiration of one word, as opposed to long form improv, which can be like an entire improvised play. And then we also kind of have a unique style of humor, of sense of humor.
I would describe our unique brand of humor as we love words. That's not to say that we don't like moving around too, but we also really like words. So if you want some good old words, we can provide.
So for those who are watching who don't exactly know what improv is, can somebody here explain it to them?
I would say personally that improvised comedy is, made up on the spot, inspired by a suggestion from the audience, and we like to do some structured games where, there are some little caveats and cool twists.
I think you forgot a whole lot of fun.
And a whole lot of fun.
When can we see you perform?
Our next show is Friday, March 14th in the NPR. Cancel all your plans, bring a friend.
Date us.
Date us, don't bring a date, because we're here.
You got a date.
Thank you.
And I'm Mariah Terry, and that is all we have today for Stage Spotlight. But stick around next week to see what we have in store.
And that about wraps up this edition of Common Agenda. I'm Chantelle Bacigalupo, saying we'll see you again on Monday. And if you need something to do until then, but you're not ready to start True Detective yet, why don't you just take a quiz on BuzzFeed so you can learn which Downton Abbey character you are. I got Charles Carson, whatever that means. Bye.